Okay. All right. So a lot of Spurs fans want a center. A lot of them. Ask a Spurs fan who they want. They'll say, "Hey, I want a center." It's gone so far that some Spurs fans have suggested going after a center with the second pick, with the 14th pick. I'm not fully sold on the 14th pick. I would much rather just go after a small forward, if I'm being real with you, especially if Carter Bryant is available. There's some other options as well, but Carter Bryant's kind of my guy right now. That might change. That might change in the near future. But one guy that I am kind of fixated on with the second round is Maxim Reo. I actually really like this kid. Really like this kid. And you might be wondering, who the heck is that? Okay, so I'll tell you a few things that I just personally like about him, things that I've seen. If you go and you look up the combine footage, he was tearing up the combine. All right, he was actually one of the standouts. I think I saw a list of top 5 standouts for the combine. He was on there. I looked at a lot of his footage, and this guy genuinely is really good. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get the weaknesses out the way right off the bat because I have a lot of positives, okay? One weakness, though, that I see from him is I don't know if he has a ton of strength. I don't really see him create a ton of space. Now, the post-up game is kind of his bread and butter. He's also really good in the pick and roll and pick and pop situations, but I don't see him create a lot of space. That's kind of all it is. That's actually my only weakness. I don't really have anything else. He just needs a little bit more strength, maybe. That's kind of it. I'll be real with you guys. In the NBA, I don't know how he's going to perform against actual centers, actual big men that are just going to be a little bit stronger than him. But I will say this. He has touch. Now we're just going into full-on pros. He has touch around the rim, really good pick and roll, pick and pop player, plays good defense. He's not a great defender, but he has a lot of tenacity defensively, very high basketball IQ. He can pass the ball in multiple he's very creative with how he can pass the ball. Quite crafty, just overall a smart, skilled big man, okay? And what you probably care about the most is his catch and shoot ability, and that is one of the areas that he thrives in. Some people have criticized, saying, well, he's going to definitely need a good point guard to make his game work to the next level during his first year in the NBA, first few years in the NBA. And to that I say, okay. I mean, we'll have 3 of them. We'll have 3 guys that can give him the ball pretty effectively, right? And I've said this time and time again, the Spurs need high IQ talent around Wemby. Now, you're probably still thinking, I don't know this dude. I never seen him a day in my life, Clan. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not bought in. Well, you know what? If you're not bought in as far as some of the skill sets that I've told you that I've laid forward, I'm about to sell you, okay? You saying that you don't know him? You do know him. You guys remember this? You remember this? When 16-year-old Wemby played a 2-on-2 game with Rudy Gobert? Now, they left out somebody's name that was part of this 2-on-2, and you probably can guess who it is. Look at young Wemby. You see that kid? That's Reno. Now, memory will do stuff to you, okay? Memory will do stuff to you because I recall this video being a one-on-one. I don't remember 2 people either. I'm with you guys. Such a baby. Yeah, this is baby Wemby. You guys remember this clip though, right? There he is. Look. And you're probably like, well, Clan, this is just a 2-on-2. What's the big deal, bro? It's just a little 2-on-2. You know, players do scrimmages all the time. Doesn't mean that they're friends. I mean, they probably don't even really know each other, right? Like, he probably hates the kid. He doesn't know who this is. Wemby's too popular. He's too famous. Well, wrong again. Here's the image, more recent, of Wemby playing a little bit of chess with his boy RAYNAUD. He's literally friends with him. They are friends. So I say all that to say this, guys. Everything lines up for me if he can land, okay? Shoot, I would probably, things might change, right? I'm looking to way more prospects before we get to the draft. We'll create a whole draft list when we go live so we can see these are the guys that we want, right? I might even add some of your guys if you guys are down for it, right? But as it stands right now, if he lands to the Spurs, I might even go as far as to say I'm okay with moving up a little bit if we have to. We have 4 second-round picks in 2026, I believe. I mean, if we can use those or utilize those to move up, I might do it because I really like him. Like, really like him. Yeah, chemistry is more than just on the court skill-wise, right? Like, they have chemistry. They are friends. They know each other. You think he's available in the second round? Right now, as it stands, after that combine performance, it might be a little difficult. But as it stands right now, he's projected to be in the second round. So hopefully he lands in the second round, and we'll see what happens. This draft does have a lot of depth to it, so hopefully he's there. I wouldn't pick him up with the 14th. I think that's quite a bit of a reach, to be honest. But I do like his game. I like his touch around the basket, and that's probably the most important thing for me, because even though I am a little bit worried as far as like his physical stature against NBA bigs and him being that primary backup center that we would need, and we desperately need, I do think that there is a lot of merit to being able to score the way that he can score. He has such great touch, and he has good ball handling, and he's a good catch and shoot shooter. If you want to see some of his stats from Stanford, here we go. Just give you a little bit. So if you're wondering how old he is, I actually don't know how old he is. How old are you, bro? How old is he? 21? 22? How old is Maxim Reo? Usually they have it on here. Here, I'll just Google it. How old? There we go. 22. Okay, he's 22 years old. So he's 22, just turned 22. All right. As you can see here, from Stanford, he has definitely improved year after year. In this past season, he looked really good, right? He had 20 points per game, 1.4 blocks, and that's what I was saying. He's a good defender. He's not the greatest defender in the world, but he's a good defender, right? He makes sound decisions. He plays hard. Everything is there. I really like him, guys. I'm sorry. From the charity strike, 77%. So he's improved all the way from 54% to 77%. 10 rebounds per game, so he averaged a double-double. It's just a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing to see. I really encourage you guys to go. I can't show it here because obviously copyright infringement and all of that. But I really encourage you to go back and watch, even if you want to see highlights. But you can also just watch some scouting reports if you want. You know, if you want some more breakdowns. There's a lot of good videos out there on him. But I desperately encourage you guys to go watch some tape, or at least watch the combine footage. He is really good. And I'm hoping that he doesn't go, I'm sure he hopes he does, but I'm hoping he doesn't go too far up so the Spurs can have a chance to get him. But things might change. I'm going to look into way more prospects, right? There's plenty of options that we have. So I really like him, though. I really like him. And if you're wondering about his jump shot, it looks beautiful, y'all. It looks beautiful. A lot of arc on it. Going to be difficult to difficult to block, right? So everything is there. The skill is there. The type of player that I think that we could use as a backup center to Wemby. Just high IQ, pretty good physical attributes, good defense. It's all there. He can stretch the floor, so you can do a few lineups where he's out there with Wemby and stretch the floor. Wemby typically doesn't do well with other centers on the team that can't necessarily shoot outside shots. It makes it a little difficult on him, just a little bit. Other centers, that is. But yeah, he didn't look too great when he had to start with Gobert. You know, he didn't look too great when Zach Collins wasn't performing how we were hoping him to perform. But yeah, I think this is a good one. So I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. I will post this, and we'll see what some people on YouTube think. But it seems like the chat, you guys are down for it. You feeling what I'm feeling. So yeah. If you got any doubts, at least you can say they're friends.